In a world brimming with technology where every move is seemingly tracked, how can a Boeing 777 carrying 239 souls simply vanish? Welcome to 𝐌𝕣𝐌𝕠𝕕𝕙, where we explore the invisible poetry of visible life. Today we delve into a modern mystery that continues to haunt the world. The strange and unsettling final hours of Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370. What you are about to hear is a story of a routine flight that flew into the heart of an enigma, leaving behind a void of unanswered questions. March 8, 2014, Kuala Lumpur International Airport, a hive of activity, just like any other night. Among the travelers are tourists, business people, families, and artists. They are fathers, mothers, sons, and daughters, each with a story, a destination, and a life waiting for them in Beijing. At 12:41 a.m., Malaysia Airlines Flight 370, a state-of-the-art Boeing 777, gracefully lifted into the night sky. In command was Captain Zahari Ahmad Shah, a highly experienced pilot, assisted by his co-pilot, 𝐌𝕣𝐌𝕠𝕕𝕙. For the 227 passengers and 12 crew members on board, this was just the beginning of a routine red-eye flight. The first 38 minutes of the flight were unremarkable. The plane climbed to its cruising altitude of 35,000 feet. At 1:19 a.m., the last ever voice communication from the cockpit was heard. The words, "Good night, Malaysian 370, were calm, routine, and utterly unsuspicious. Just 2 minutes later, as the plane was about to enter Vietnamese airspace, something happened. MH370's transponder, the device that communicates the plane's identity and altitude to air traffic control, was switched off. The aircraft simply vanished from civilian radar screens. But it didn't just disappear. Military radar, with its more powerful capabilities, tracked the plane for another hour. It wasn't on its scheduled path to Beijing. Instead, it made a sharp, deliberate turn back towards the Malaysian peninsula, then veered northwest over the Strait of Malacca. This was no accident. The plane was being flown, but by whom and to where? For the next 6 hours, the silent giant flew on. Its communication systems were disabled, but a satellite communication system on board sent out a series of automated handshakes to a satellite operated by the British company, Inmarsat. These pings revealed that the plane had flown for hours after it disappeared from radar, likely heading south over the vast, remote, and deep Indian Ocean. The final handshake was received at 8:19 a.m. After that, complete silence. The world awoke to the shocking news. A massive international search and rescue operation was launched, initially in the South China Sea, and then, based on the satellite data, in the southern Indian Ocean. For years, ships, planes, and submarines scoured an area of the ocean floor, larger than the state of Florida, but they found nothing. Then, in July 2015, more than a year after the disappearance, a piece of the plane's wing, a flaperon, washed ashore on Reunion Island, thousands of miles from the main search area. Since then, more debris has been found, confirming that MH370 did indeed meet its end in the Indian Ocean. But these fragments have only deepened the mystery. They tell us where the plane ended up, but not how or why. The void of information has been filled with theories. Was it a deliberate act by one of the pilots? Was there a catastrophic event on board, like a fire or a sudden decompression, that incapacitated the crew, leaving the plane to fly on as a ghost flight? Was it a hijacking gone wrong? Or is there a more sinister explanation, one that we have not yet even considered? The final hours of MH370 are a chilling reminder of the unknown, a story of a journey that began with the promise of a destination but ended in a mystery that continues to captivate and confound us. For the families of the 239 people on board, it is a story of enduring pain and a desperate search for answers that may never come. Their lives were visibly altered by a poetry of events that remains tragically invisible. The story of MH370 is far from over. What are your thoughts on what happened in those final, fateful hours? Join the conversation in the comments below. For more explorations into the invisible poetry of visible life, we invite you to visit our website, 𝐿𝕣𝐌𝕠𝕕𝕙.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow our page on Facebook to stay updated on our latest documentaries. If you found this video informative and thought-provoking, please give it a like and share it with others. Your support helps us to continue bringing these important stories to light. Thank you for watching.